Hello there, vinyl community, back with another video. With this, I got a lot of finds to show. These records came from all over the place. I got them from thrift stores. Some of them came from bins of records that one of my mom's friends gave me that I went through. I'm just going to start now. Pet Sounds, okay? So when I got this was just the cover in that bin of free records, okay? But you may remember last year that I found a copy that was just a disc at Goodwill. So I kind of Frankensteined them together, and here's that just the disc from Goodwill. It's a really nice disc too. And when I found this cover by itself, I was looking for the disc, but I couldn't find it. But the cover, besides this chewing over here, actually isn't too bad. It just has very mild water stains at the bottom. It's hardly noticeable, and you know, there's no seam splits on it, so it's actually pretty nice. So really glad to find a cover for that Pet Sounds. This came from a thrift store. Squire, Fish Out of Water. I had a UK copy of this that was just totally stone mint, but I gave it to one of my friends who's a big Yes fan. And this has the original inner sleeve and everything. This was a pretty good thrift store find because it's a pretty nice condition. Johnny Rivers. This is his first album from 1964, still sealed. This was a great thrift store find. Still sealed. I think that's pretty amazing that it's, you know, 53 years old and still sealed. Roberta Flack and Donny Hathaway, another thrift store find. Not bad condition at all. Has the original inner. Pretty nice. Melanie, Gather Me. This is the one that has brand new key on it. Another thrift store find. Just pretty minty, actually. Not really any scuffs or scratches, no seam splits, pretty nice. This one, the cover on it's real minty. I think it's been in this protector for a long time. Where Have I Known You Before by, how did I forget the group? Return to Forever. Return to Forever in Chick Corea. This is some good jazz fusion stuff. Original inner. Disc isn't too bad either. Merry Snoopy's Christmas. Yeah, I got this. It has Snoopy versus the Red Baron on it. Kind of a catchy song. This is like a 70s reissue, but it's a thrift store find. And the thrift store I go to, all their records are 59 cents a piece. So for pretty much almost 50 cents, I'm not going to pass these up. It's not bad condition either. This was from that bin of free records. Thunderball, James Bond soundtrack in the shrink. I found a copy of this at the thrift store before, but I gave it to a friend who wanted it, but it wasn't in nearly as good condition as this is. This copy is just super minty. Disc on it's just beautiful. So yeah, really nice finding a minty copy of this. Another one that's pretty nice condition, the Chambers Brothers, The Time Has Come. This came from that bin of free records too. In the shrink wrap. I already have a shrink wrapped one, but hey, you know, another cool one to add to the collection. Original and Columbia. Another one from the bin of free records, The New Scene. This is a compilation album that's really minty. I only got it just because it has Fresh Hair by Quicksilver Messenger Service on it. And it's also ridiculously minty. You know, a lot of these are really nice condition. This one's from the 50s, and this was actually wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. You know, it's pretty nice. Jimmie Rodgers sings folk songs. Another one from the bin. Free, so I'm not going to pass it up. It has this really old, brown, crusty inner sleeve, but this thing looks mint. It looks like unplayed, and it's from like 1958, I believe. So yeah, this was pretty cool. No seam splits on it either. Really nice. This is another thrift store find, Hot August Night by Neil Diamond. 2 record set. Let me show the gatefold. I've heard a lot of good things about this album, so I figured I'd grab it since it was, you know, 59 cents. And the discs are in really nice condition. The cover has some wear to it, but I could always upgrade it. This one I got just because it's really minty and also has some instrumental songs on it. It has Bill Justice doing like Alley Cat, Green Onions, Take 5. This is just really minty too, so looks unplayed on Smash Records. This one I grabbed from the free records just because the cover. The cover I really love. Chet Atkins' Workshop. Just such a nice cover of him with his guitar. And a lot of those runs in the free records were like shrink wrap near mint. I mean, the inner sleeves on all of them are really nice, and the discs are really well cared for. Really well cared for. Bombers. I grabbed this just because it looked interesting. It's from a library, the St. Louis Library or something. So yeah, it found its way over here. But, interestingly, it has a disco version of The Mexican by Babe Ruth, so I listened to that. It's not bad, either. But yeah, Bombers. I'd grab anything by this band as long as it's, you know, minty. SRO by Herb Alpert's Tijuana Brass. I only have like 3 Herb Alpert albums in my collection because I'm really strict on buying these since they're really common. I only grab them if they're like absolutely mint, looks like they were made yesterday. So, I could develop a good Herb Alpert collection for really cheap. Another one that's really minty from the free records. This is Nelson Riddle doing songs from 1964. This thing looks like it was made yesterday. And I grabbed this just because it has a instrumental version of I Want to Hold Your Hand on it. And look at this disc, though. It's beautiful. It's just beautiful. This one is crazy, okay? And this is the last record I'm going to show before I go on to cassettes and CDs. And, okay, so this is going to be a while to show. The Frightening Prophecy of a Doomed America. It's pretty much this preacher talking about communism taking over America, and it's just imagine a schizophrenic man rambling about what he probably thinks is going to happen to the world, and that's what you get. Please pause and read this track listing, okay? And just some of the highlights from it are like, you know, you and your family are made to listen to communist propaganda 17 hours a day. Children dead on the altar, you know, you will be made to kill members of your own family. This is just crazy. I grabbed it just because it's crazy. Let me show the disc on it, too. And, of course, the disc looks unplayed, because, honestly, who would play this thing? But, yeah, it's just interesting. So now I'm going to go on to CDs. This is the first CD I have by this group, and I kind of grabbed it on a whim, and I absolutely love it. Okay, I'm going to be getting the vinyl of it, because it's a great album. Helplessness Blues by Fleet Foxes. Got this at the thrift store, too. This has a poster in it, which I will open up. It's just pretty much a blown-up black and white version of the album cover. Yeah, they fit this big poster in a tiny CD. Kind of interesting, but this is really good. It's like kind of modern folk stuff, so if you really like folk, you will probably enjoy this band. It even comes with a little inner sleeve and everything. But yeah, watch out, because I'm probably going to be buying the vinyl edition of this, because this is just a great album. It really is a great album. Check these guys out. And second CD, and it's going to be the second one I show of this on this installment. Beach Boys, Pet Sounds. My mom went to a garage sale and bought some stuff. The guy and I started talking about music, and he gave me this because he said he didn't like the album. You know, believe it or not, he didn't like Pet Sounds, so he's like, oh, if you want it, you know. So yeah, now we're going on to cassettes, okay? Hell Freezes Over by the Eagles. That's probably not showing up very well. Elton John, Greatest Hits. Skid Row. The Rolling Stones, Tattoo You, one of my favorite Stones albums. Up Your Alley by Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. And this one is just an honest grail. It's a grail to me anyway. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Music for the people, I mean. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Would you ever turn that down? So thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think of these finds, and be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Peace and love to all of you.